my name is Claire Houlihan, and today I'm going to talk about populations you wouldn't normally think of to have drug addictions. What if I were to tell you today that there's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of children who are addicted to opiates? There are child opiate addicts in rural areas of the Middle East, and that's a population that is usually not targeted when people think about people who are addicted to opiates. The name of the journal article that I'm going to be referring to is The Iceberg of Opium Addiction, an epidemiological survey of opium addiction in a rural community. This article was basically breaking down why opium addiction has become such a huge issue in rural communities. The thing is in the Middle East, growing opium, growing the poppy plant is very cheap, and it requires relatively cheap labor. Because they have so much of this opium on the farm, if they use the milk from the poppy plant and boil it and distill it a little bit, they can feed that to their family to basically make them less hungry, to take away any pain. It's kind of like a cure-all, but in a horrible way. Every 11 of 1,000 people are registered opiate addicts. This number is really most likely not including the children, any women, any elderly. This is probably only the people who are going to treatment centers and declaring themselves as an addict. It's doubtful that the children, women, elderly, they're most likely never going to see a treatment clinic at all. So for the technology portion of this assignment, I read an article from CNN that's called Language App Helps U.S. Troops in Afghanistan. This isn't just an app that U.S. troops can only use. This is an app that anyone can use. It's a free app that's called Trilingo Dari. Basically, this app is a translation service that doesn't require any Wi-Fi or any internet connection, where you can translate any language, any words that you want into Dari. Dari is a language used by over 50% of Afghanistan. This resource is absolutely indispensable for NGO workers, for other organizations. It only really takes people to come and educate these mothers that they can't be taking opiates themselves and they can't be feeding their children and the rest of their family these products because they're so harmful. This is why this app is so important, because if it was able to be used for different dialects in different rural areas, so many people could be reached. So the blog post I chose this week is named Afghanistan, and then a quote that says, "Opium eases my pain, keeps my children quiet." This blog post was basically kind of giving an overview of why mothers specifically think that giving opium to their children is beneficial. So this article mainly focuses a woman, her name is Tordy, she's 45. Tordy owns a sewing business and she has children. During the day when she's trying to sew and trying to concentrate, children are going to be children, they're going to be running around, they're going to be playing, laughing, being children. So Tordy and the other mothers that work with her think that it's most beneficial to them and to their children if they give them opium to be able to have their children sleep through the day and suppress their appetites and relieve any pain. Children are a lot smaller than adults and really cannot handle as much of a painkiller as an adult can. So when children are fed or are drinking products that contain opium at a level that an adult would, it's very unhealthy, it's very dangerous, and there's a huge possibility for death. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you were able to learn more about child addicts to opium in rural Middle East. Thank you. Bye.